Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to PulseChain Times. Happy Wednesday. Today we got Fast Abdul, of course, and we're talking with vets in crypto. What
Hey,
an
what's up?
entrance, buddy. What an entrance.
Hey, just pop it up like a jackrabbit.
How you doing?
Oh man, living the dream, right? That's what we do. Hey, I should refrain that. We say living the dream, but you just beautifully pointed out that over the past 4 years that we've been doing this crypto shit, we're looking older.
We are.
What the hell's going on, man? I mean, Fast is looking young, right? I think he's going opposite, but yeah, you and I guess, are getting older.
We are definitely. Fast is. I think I got what he's doing today. I've seen a lot of people talking shit about Fast for wearing sunglasses inside. So now he's keeping the sunglasses on and wearing them outside, and nobody can talk trash about that at all.
Yeah.
Very smart.
They talk trash because they think I'm wearing these sunglasses to obfuscate my identity somehow. But I don't always wear the sunglasses. It's just like when there's a light in my face, which is often the case when I'm streaming inside, then I wear sunglasses. It just makes sense. And now I'm outside and it's sunny. I'm going to wear sunglasses.
If I turned this little circle light that's around this camera into a tanning light, I would look like I lived in Miami. I've been in front of this thing for freaking, it'll be over 3-4 hours today, I think.
Yeah, you're an animal. Well, both of you guys are animals, man.
Yeah,
and
that's
a day
the dual
out
north
thing.
thing.
Yeah, you guys doing the thing every day. I've lost track of all the different projects that Fast is like he got his fingers in and working on and in the pipe, and like it's beautiful. You got bit by the bug. Yeah, you sure did, man. It's addictive.
Yeah, I know. I'm unlikely to stop anytime soon. It's you can see the holes and I can't not fill them, right? Like, oh, we need this. Okay, I'll build it. It's cool. It's fun.
That's
Only
the
a
best
little
part of
stressful.
it. It is a little stressful, but if you have that mindset, right? What does this chain need? And then you have the ability and the assets and the network to build it. Why not?
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. Very cool.
And
so we're going to do like we do on most shows. And by the way, everybody, Tuesday is our regular day. But on the past couple of weeks, Wednesday was better for our guests. So we've switched it up to Wednesday 2 weeks in a row. But next week, we are going to go back to a normally scheduled time, which is 1 p.m. Pacific on Tuesdays. Just to get that out there. And we'll talk about that again at the end of the show, just as a reminder. Yeah.
It's always a good reminder.
Yeah. We're going to, let me, you guys chat. I'm going to bring up some Twitter stuff so we can kind of go over the news within PulseChain, because there is a lot of it.
So one thing, I guess, while you're digging up news, is we could talk about headlines, right? There was a lot, obviously. Obviously, no change in interest rates. That guy, that old Powell guy, is going to keep shit the same again. So we got that. This administration is putting stuff out there like crypto welcome home. I mean, God bless. I love the change of sentiment out there in the world. Again, White House says crypto and blockchain technology can revolutionize America's financial system. I mean, that's what we call bullish, people. All day and all night, bullish. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful.
That's a crazy bullish, right?
Yeah.
So I just threw up Richard's. Well, we always start with Richard. Let's kind of go over what he has been doing. He seems to be fairly impressed with the price action. That's his latest tweet, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The understated cool is always funny, but we shall. I believe it gets cooler eventually. Yeah, this thing seems to be going on a trip up for a while.
It beats hearing the opposite all the time, you know, of people
Gosh,
bitching.
buddy. We were just talking about that. I think that's what's thrown the age on us, right?
Yeah.
I have barely any gray hair, right? Just on the sides a little bit. But that wasn't there before crypto. But if I grew this out, I look like Santa.
Yeah.
My beard is white.
Yeah, I messaged you my dilemma today because I had a decent beard going, and I mean if I would have had that today, you know, yes, I would have agreed more with the aging. There it is, look at them handles, baby. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, we got a little curly. Nice one, nice. Yeah, I got a whole gray, you know, food saver deal that builds up on the chin, you know.
Yep.
But, I felt like looking a little younger today for you, and then you still say I'm looking old. So damn it. Such is life. Got to move on. Welcome to crypto.
I still think this is interesting, you guys. I know. I don't know if it even matters, right? If Richard Hart is or isn't involved with Liberty Swap, but holy mackerel, he sure does talk about it a lot.
Yeah. And
I mean, he has links to it everywhere. He has links to it on the PulseChain website.
Yeah.
So it kind of I feel like he may have some sort of hand there, though.
He's financed it or something, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He must know something to know that it's safe, because like intuitively just looking at it, like it's not definitively safe, right? I don't feel like he would post it and link it unless he knew something about, you know, the team, or, you know, or he was funding it himself, some sort of connection.
You know, back in the day when he used to stream, right? And people said they had something cool, and they wanted him to promote it in some form or fashion. He used to say all the time, "Show me the code, bro." Right? Maybe these guys showed him the code.
Yeah, they had nothing to hide.
Yeah, and with that code being shown to Richard Hart, and he was able to have maybe some of his people look at it and determine whether or not it was safe. Maybe that's the way that this relationship got put together. But these two entities, Richard Hart and Liberty Swap, are tied in some form or fashion. It has to be.
Let's say your scenario where they're like, you know, they were like,
Is he still there?
Did we lose him? Oh,
You still there,
lost
buddy?
your audio, bro. No audio.
You there?
You're muted. I hate when the birds, you know, like flock seagulls attack your computer board and they just hit the mute button and stuff, and you know.
testing.
Hey,
You're back, right?
I'm back. Okay, cool. But like let's say it was what you said, and they showed Richard the code. How did they even have a conversation to show him the code? Like, he's not responding to anybody's DMs, right? So
Right.
like Richard talks to you, you don't talk to Richard. So again, reaffirming connection in my mind. All right, that like, yeah, he probably did see the code to think it was safe enough to talk about and link on the main website, but like he must have had to reach out to them, not vice versa. Because if I send Richard a DM, like, he's not reading it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
not lately, anyway.
Yeah, if we put together the personality and the nuances that we've grown to know of him over the years, yeah, you're spot on as far as his mannerisms and habits. So one can surmise and connect some dots for sure.
Yeah. The next one I feel like has been talked to death a bit, right? But I have not talked to you guys about this yet, and this has come out between the last time we streamed and today. What do you guys think about the ape attacking a Yeti?
I think it's a bear. Apes
Yeah.
in, bears out.
Yeah, bull versus bear, monkey in his own depictional meme way. Get the monkey off my back.
Monkey off the back is a freaking thing I've never thought about.
Like literally monkey
Could
on
be
said
monkey,
back.
SEC, Red Notice, something
There's
like
been a
that.
lot. There's been a lot of stuff. Just saying.
A lot of monkeys.
Yeah.
I do think season's greetings means alt season.
Sure.
Oh, definitively. Yeah, it's a little early for Christmas cards.
Yeah. Because we are definitely going upwards on all chains right now. Ours especially, though, right? And ETH, which is awesome two ways for us. We all love ETH, and it always affects our prices. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we got here? I think we may have talked about this. The taser.
I feel like we did that one last week.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's see what else we got here.
Here, I'll pull up. Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, I put in the private chat her X handle username. She does amazing memes, and I just want to give a shout out to her because her memes are just when she's in the zone and just doing her thing, she makes cool memes, man. And because she's a female, she makes great sexy ones that nobody can say shit about.
Yeah, she's done that forever, right?
Like this one right here today, one of the newest ones here. This pinup of, classic. It's tasteful. I give her mad props. It's cool. I like it.
It is cool. It is cool. Let's see what else is. Grace has been on fire also lately. She's been doing some pretty good stuff, and she's a winner of one of the Rackham giveaways, I believe. Yeah.
Oh boy, you had to bring that up. I'm sure, of course, yeah, but there was a couple people that really were gunning for it, man. There was some stiff competition, I tell you.
Yeah.
Between,
what else does Jackie have going on here? This is interesting. This guy who's tweeting about Hex has 475,000 followers, and he's tweeting about the RH ecosystem.
Love it.
You can't beat that.
Yeah. It's going to be contagious. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, it's going to be a cascade, right? Like the same guys who are trolling us will start tweeting about us in positive ways because they'll get the same reaction that they wanted when they're trolling, but opposite, right? Instead of like PulseChain's jumping on you, it'll be like PulseChain's praising you and following you because you start talking about their stuff, right? Our community is like polarized to the good or the wrong, depending on, perception of whether you're here to help or hinder. And there's definitely an immediate payoff of interacting for big streamers.
Speaking of females, let's see what Miss SJ is up to. I know she is heading your direction, Vets. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, is that this weekend already? Shit. Yeah, it's a busy weekend up here in the PNW. We got the Blue Angels are in town. That's always a fan favorite. I love Jets. Man, it's one of those.
We
busy
get that here
weekends.
too. We get Fleet Week
Yeah,
here.
yeah. They rotate and go around the
Yeah.
country. Everybody should experience it. Just amazing. And if you ever get to watch a documentary on what it takes to be a Blue Angel, the best of the best, and everything that goes into it, it's absolutely incredible.
I have celebrated Fleet Week in the bay on a sailboat by the Golden Gate Bridge with all the planes coming in. It's a blast.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I just, I was down by Reno, Nevada, and there's a base out there out at Fallon, Nevada, Fallon Naval Air Station. And that is actually where, not Miramar, that is actually where Top Gun Advanced Warfighter Development is located at. And that is where they have the school. I have posted some pictures and video and stuff. What
When
an
were you
amazing
there, buddy?
experience. What's that?
When were you there?
Oh, beginning, like mid-June.
So that's only a 5-hour drive for me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I could have taken you. So there's a sand dune place there called Sand Mountain right outside of Fallon, right?
Okay.
But if you take your paddles off and you put your dirt tires back on,
Yeah.
I can take you in the canyon where they have those Top Gun test range. There's like these movie theater screens that are buried in the mountains, and they use them for practicing and targeting. And I have a trail that I take that goes throughout the desert, and it goes by several of those screens where the jets fly through and target them. It's badass.
Yeah, that whole area is like their playground. They're expanding the territory of their training area as well. Do you know that an interesting fact was nuclear bomb testing related back from God knows when, the 50s or what have you. But they did one of the deepest into the earth penetrations, like 100 feet down into the earth. They dropped a nuclear bomb down there just to experiment, to see if it equaled the seismic activity of an earthquake, what have you. There was just crazy.
The entire state of Nevada is the government's playground. Let's just
true. Yeah.
There's a couple of places where people go, Reno, Nevada, Las Vegas, Virginia City, but the rest is owned by the government. 100%. So SJ's heading to the PNW. I just got off a stream with RH Max. I know he's having a meetup. I would like one of you guys to go by the meetup, hang out with RH Max, and when he gives away the red hats, right, the new make Hex 10,000X again, if somebody just casually sets one down, if you could put that in your bag and mail it to me,
right?
That would be awesome, because I really want one of those hats.
Oh, what coincidental timing! Look who pops in. The man, Mr. Magruder. I was just out of my habit was gonna bring this up, give a nod to the man, and the amazing apparel that he comes up with, and the
Mr. Magruder has funded my hat addiction for a long time.
Yeah,
and this one is the A1 first hat. Yeah, it's the OG Magruder hat.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. So she's heading up there. So I think you're right. There's a lot of stuff going on up there. Wherever SJ goes, she brings things with her, right? So she's heading up there. I think she's going to the meetup. I know she's on the road because I talked to her yesterday while she was driving. So that should be a good time.
And that's the exact reason. And that's just what we do. Like I have one or two extra of these. If I find myself over there or at the next event, we give stuff out to our fellow people, spread the word, and man, give a treasure away, practice, safe condom, wallet sex and everything. Hardware wallets are a must, because we're always just one click away from losing it all, right?
Yeah.
Don't keep your fortunes all in one wallet. Separate them, make it harder. Don't make it easy, and don't have a hot wallet, whatever you do.
I talked to AJ today, and he's meeting up with somebody in his area today, and he doesn't have any extra hats. So I told him to give away his new blue hex hat and his nope hat to this guy, and I will send him replacements.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So we do have a little bit of Rackham's been on fire lately, right? With these giveaways, and the next one is 100 million Pulse.
Now, how is that divided between three people? How, is he doing it equally, or is it proportionate? Like, what's the deal? Or is that how it just depends how he feels?
That's like $5,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of freaking money. I'm not sure how he's gonna do this. If it's gonna be in one chunk or several people are getting it, but he's coming up with the rules. I'm not entering it because everybody knows that I've been kind of doing things with Rackham a bit, so I'm staying out of these contests completely, because I want other people to win that 100 million Pulse.
So are you saying don't send Triplet Dad 007 DMs saying, hey man, vote for me, like, I want to win? And
I've had a couple calls. I would like to win, but these are awesome, right? He has done the 100 million hacks. He's done the Bitcoin giveaway. He did Amazon gift cards. Yeah. It's I think he even did some PTGC.
Right. Speaking of that, who's in the chat there? Mr. Banana Prairie himself. Prairie Banana.
He made me a sword today.
I think there's bananas on the prairies. I've been to the prairies a whole bunch. I've never seen any banana trees.
But shout out to Rackham for getting the community fired up about these giveaways. I think that's pretty awesome.
The question I have is why? Why is he giving this away?
Why?
To what end?
Oh, he did the 25,000.
What's his motivation?
I think he's just trying to stir the pot a bit in a positive way.
Get some eyes on PulseChain, which makes sense with the Bitcoin giveaway followed by the PulseChain giveaway followed by the Bitcoin giveaway, right? Like it's like he's crossing communities, right?
And also, it could be putting our conspiracy hat on here. He started doing these giveaways, and then we saw a lot of green candles. Coincidence? I think not.
Timing? Marketing?
I'm joking, but he did start doing this, which I thought was awesome when we were going perpetually sideways, right? So getting people stirred up and interested when we had a sideways or slightly down movement. I think that was awesome. And to continue these giveaways, 100 million Pulse. And I know he had that idea when it started, probably with a low 3 or a 2. And now it's starting with a 4 heading to a 5. So the cash value of these giveaways is going up and up and up, which is awesome.
Yep. Some of these, people are guessing what the PulseChain, marketing devices are in the boxes. You've come up with a very interesting, educated guess, because you measured some stuff. Do you know exactly yet? Just you being an inside person, Is it a recording device? Is it, hey, I'm Richard Hart, buy Hex? Hey. Listing his accomplishments.
I think what the idea that I had of it being one of those digital invites, right? I think that's a possibility, right? And I'm 95% sure it's that, and I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure it's on those lines of something that's that form factor and usable. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because if it was a hardware wallet, I don't believe in the hardware wallet thing because like that goes against all the
Definitely
security.
not a hardware wallet.
Yeah, yeah. And all that. Love you, man.
Yeah, you're awesome. You know, the whales that are still sticking around this community, and I know Brian probably wouldn't want to be put in that group,
Yeah.
but he is. They are so benevolent, right? They all of the hats, the one that Vets is wearing, well, those were all given out per Brian at the last event in Vegas. This one
Golf
was at
Masters, baby.
Yeah,
Vegas.
this was at the first one, so he's been
Yeah.
giving away hats
Yeah.
for a very, very long time. And I know the ladies are all very, very hot on that new pink hat that's coming out. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
that's gonna
one
be
of my
sexy for the ladies. Like
that
this in pink would be some shit. Yeah.
that's my formal hat. I wear that only on formal events, right there. Oh, look at that! He's going OG with the stuff still in the cardboard still in it. It would have the price tag on it if we bought them.
I like the ones with the fabric strip to close it with the little cinch because they're the only ones that actually fit on my giant head. The ones with the plastic strap, I can only get the last one on, so it's not. You really need to have two of the tabs on, and I can only get one tab on.
Big brains need big heads, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. True story. True story.
Maybe the science of that has been debunked, but I'll take it. Bigger head means smarter. Yeah,
I
definitely.
believe another one that he made, right?
Yep.
That's a good one.
And there's some two fucks ones coming out soon, right? Fast.
Ooh.
Is that true?
Well, I think he's been talking about Bribery ones for quite a while.
Bribery ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is something I'm hoping to have up and running in the next week or so. Everybody using, so it'd be cool if there were hats to go with that. We're gonna have bribes on chain.
That's the formal. That's like you wear that to an inauguration right there.
I like that one, except for that one won't fit my head.
Oh,
but the style's great.
That's one of my faves right there.
And then the tried and true, right? You can't go wrong with
this one.
Solid. When we're out in the streets and just being good citizens of
hanging out with the Woo, Josh Woo. I gave him an original version. Plus,
talk about a creative guy, man. Huh? How about those videos? I hope, has he been like staying on them, or did he take a break? I hope he.
I think that the next one he's releasing is a music video.
Sure. He's good at that. One of his first things that he put out there was a music video in the beginning.
I sent him lyrics to a song. I hope he does it. Josh, if you're watching this, bro, we need to collaborate on that song.
Yeah. So Brian Magruder was out at the golf tournament at the Pulse Masters and everything of that nature. That was awesome. And then I threw in the private chat the link. AJ made a new video because finally, it's funny, Sami found a picture of a couple girls in our hole 7 tent, which was the best hole. You guys had great holes as well, between everything. But it was just fun. It was a great time. Promoting Mr. Rip City. He's been killing it on the videos, man. He did one for Liberty, right? As recently as well. That was a good one. And then obviously the Solid X Index is now available as a direct buy, on Liberty Swap, right?
So grand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You guys hear it?
Yeah, perfect.
In the land of PulseChain, where the tokens shine, Queen Pui rises, her rule divine. A fee-based beauty with utility so grand. Hold her in your wallet, rewards in your hand. PLS flows daily, gas fees fade away. Royal wealth stacking up every day. With King by your side, they reign supreme.
PulseChain's golf stall. I wonder if 99 capitals here. Queen Pui. I just gotta say, look, apologies. I did not know we had a Queen Pui. Okay, Queen Pui, you're getting a follow. Queen Pui. It'd be funny if she just heard me. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people meet in real life. Their wife or their sister, the brother or the mum and the dad, they know my voice. So they're hearing me from the kitchen. And the words that they remember me saying, it's always funny, like Soilana or Baby Doll or Pui, like these, because they're in the context of our sentences, but they're just hearing like some guy on the internet, and my hat says, "Don't be a loser, stop gambling." They can't see what's going on. They're just seeing all this madness going on. So Queen Pui brought some good vibes to a Las Vegas golf course with a branded PulseChain store. Wow. On a golf course. Look, there are tips here. Man, girls are really good at decorating stuff. Man, you guys just know what to do. Good dudes, we got no idea. I'm glad we have these fans. These also have cute shirts out here. By the way, you see this, just get long, bro. I'm telling you, not financial, just the crypto industry says the chain's dead. Okay, we have stalls out on a golf course. What's that tell you? Does that look alive or dead? Obviously, anti-dead.
Grows a queen of rewards in a world that truly knows. Hold her forever, never let her go. Daily PLS, precious pulse. Let the riches flow. The kingdom cheers, the band is flying high. You can hear the...
That was very cool.
So Mr. Rip City is for hire. For he wants to know, So
yeah, and if Rip ever calls me and says I don't put his stuff on stream, I'm going to point him to this video. I want him to make shorts of this short, right? And now he knows.
Yep.
He's a great dude. So let's go over. So we've gone through a lot of the news and what's new and green candles. What are you up to with this foundation, buddy?
Yeah. Just putting the pieces together here. So King and Queen were, I was a co-founder, a lot of cooks in the kitchen on that one. Lessons learned, what have you. This time around, I'm using the BTT team.
Did he freeze?
The helm is a win-win.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the number of projects that they've launched, or the names of some of the more newer ones off the top of your head? It's been quite a few. Like, so many I forget.
So BTT, which before that was just Foxy, right? Those guys. The first thing I know they did was they completely redid the Bistro OTC, right? They redesigned that entire front end to be more user friendly with those consumed gauges on there and everything, right? So it says 90% of these tokens are left. The green, yellow, blue, the green, yellow, white, red. Colorations to show if things were in price range and good
that's
vibes,
very helpful.
right?
Very helpful.
Yeah, it was a badass. Brainstorming with those guys came up with a lot of those solutions and made it way more user friendly than it was previous. Um, the other things, Gelato was one of the ones they did. Rhino, Morpheus with Brandon over on Ethereum, and they're not just sticking to PulseChain, guys. They're going all over the place. They took the Bistro and turned it into Sonic in the matter of a couple of days.
Yeah.
They or did Taurus, which is also based on Titan X. Bonfire, King. King is one that not many people knew about. I made a lot of money on
True
King.
God on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, that one's awesome, right? So the stuff that Cryptographics coming out with, that guy is launching something that's similar to Taurus on PulseChain, right? Which is awesome. What else has he done? I know there's some stuff coming out. I don't know how much of it I could talk about, but there are some things I know of 3 or 4 projects right off the top of my head that are coming out on PulseChain, that are coming from the BTT Build the Tech guys. Brandon is awesome, and the guys on that team are all awesome. Great devs. Can't say enough good about them.
Yeah, exactly. So they're the ones writing up the smart contract. It's already written. It's pretty much ready. There's a DAO module that's been built into that. All the stats will be viewable, burning and this and that. It's a no fee. There's no buy on Hero. There is a fee, a tiered fee, much like Rhino did on the back end for cells. Obviously, in this L1, we know that there are a crap ton of snipers out there, and they play the game. And hopefully, PulseChain doesn't get a bad rap for the amount of that stuff going on. And that's it's just something we got to deal with, right? So whether somebody wants to launch something publicly or privately, that's got to be up to each individual project's discretion. Some need the pump and the hype and what have you, right? So anyways, so Hero is just one component. It'll have some community games built by those devs as well to help fund the treasury. And then the DAO will vote quarterly on which charity the treasury funds should be allocated to. Now it's starting to become easier, and more charities will accept crypto now that the landscape has changed, right? But all this was coming together before a pro crypto administration. So needless to say, this is all above board because I have created the Vets in Crypto Foundation, which is a 501c3 organization. So it's completely, charitable donations. People will, if they submit their information, get a letter to substantiate their IRS claims for those here in America. So on the website, vicfoundation.com, people can either make a donation via crypto or they will be able to donate via fiat. And then in return, they will get a letter substantiating that donation on the back end that they can submit to the IRS for a tax write-off. So that's a little nuance on that aspect of it. And then Heroes coming in as the token. And we got the foundation going from that. So, we'll see. Just putting things together. Just trying to pay it forward. Build the foundation. Put it out there. I'm not going to, do a big hype promo on it. It's something that will be talked about here and there and just be there. And it'll be there for till the end of time, right? It's a mutable smart contract. So it's out there in the ether. Now, it's not only going to be on Pulse, where PulseChain, we have the VETS token. VETS is the ticker, known as veterans, just an initial PRC20, just a simple nod. A lot of times, founders put stuff out there and they may not have the whole vision of the project or what the ultimate end goal is of a said thing. So Hero will incorporate and use those sell fees to reinvest back into the VETS token and the LP, along with the LP of Hero and Wrap PLS. So that is very interesting, and looking forward to that aspect of it. It's not only going to be on Pulse, right? It's going to be put on Base and Sonic as well. So get it out there. Just try to make as much noise as possible for all the first responders and military veterans out there. And like what a lot of my posts are, I'm putting stuff out there for veterans about the VA, how to file claims, this and that. There's a lot of great YouTubers that are putting out that content, but there's a lot of just information and articles and stories, and so there's a good segment of the crypto community that are military veterans and first responders, and if we can help educate them in the crypto world, right, and maybe make that link to those, that's my niche market that I guess I'm going after. Everyone's trying different angles and different things. God bless you. You got it. No one has the silver magic bullet to anything. We all do a little bit of our own things and go, entertain and befriend other communities outside of PulseChain. And then in a regular conversation, hey, have you heard about this thing over here being brought up, or Hex, or this or that? You just don't want to go in spamming into a new L1, right? You usually get shut down pretty quick as far as that goes. So Trinity God here. I love that Liberty Swap has made it so unbelievably easy to buy the real Hex on PulseChain now. So the narrative that it's easier to buy eHex is dead. Yeah, there you go. It is. I've personally used it. It works. It works great. I even used it inside of it's now the Base wallet. Used to be the Coinbase wallet. Now it's Base. Base is doing their thing, man. I mean, they're gonna come out. They're coming out with like no fees. One thought on that is, XRP charges fees, right? So depending on the back end architecture and whatnot, it is a company maybe going to want to save a couple $100,000 on fees and use Base versus going to XRP and be charged a fee and this and that. Granted, there's,
Why are we going to XRP in the first place?
What's that?
Why are we going to XRP in the first place?
Not us. I'm just making a correlation because I ran off on a tangent.
Well, there was a lot of news recently that XRP is going to be the new SWIFT system, right?
Yes,
exactly. They've been saying that for years.
Yeah, they have been saying that for years. And I got to tell you, if I'm trying to send 50 grand to somebody in Europe, I don't need the SWIFT system and I don't need XRP, right? I can send freaking stable coins on the PulseChain, on Ethereum, on Sonic, on any chain that I want, and I don't need a bank officer to help me with that or nothing, right?
But you are the unicorn. You practice.
I am a unicorn. You are correct. Yeah, but aside 100%. From that, I can also send money without needing help.
But you are in true decentralized finance, right? And what people don't get is that's, no middlemen, like it's just you and the code type of a thing, like Hex is. Yeah. But the mass population doesn't know any better. They're going to buy JPM's stable coin and think that I'm in crypto now, like they're just, it's going to be a big facade. Obviously you have, SEC regulations and this and that. You know, like XRP's going for a bank license, all that. So I think there's going to be different categories, right? And for those that want to get away from that centralized control, you come over to PulseChain. You operate over here. It's true DeFi, and we don't answer to anybody. It's autonomous. It just works. We're our own decentralized exchange. Get away, you know, don't keep your money in CEX's CEX, a centralized exchange, because if they go belly up, that stuff is not FDIC insured. They get to keep it. Say bye-bye. Only your dollars that you initially wire in there until you convert it even into USDC, you know, once it's converted, it's not protected by the FDIC. It's gone. Poof. So self-custody is what we collectively preach on the decentralized side of the house. You know, get your own crypto wallet, you know, not your crypto, not your keys, not your keys, not your crypto, huh? So, yeah.
Even with those insurances, right? They don't ever usually pan out for people.
Or
right?
how long does it take? All those stories, you know, as Hex was saving us, you know, from ourselves because we were staked, other people from Three Arrows and FX, like they all lost their shit, you know,
all those people that in 2008, 2009 lost money in the big housing debacle. Even if you had a Fannie or Freddie loan and blah, 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 right? All those banks that folded did not owe any money on those loans, but they still had the people that held those loans, me, right, make payments on those loans, but they got fully credited for their losses by the federal government. So it made sure that the corporations were made whole, but not necessarily the property owners.
Yeah.
None of the financial system is geared to make the end user, you and I, whole, right?
Yeah. To beached whales point, right? The FDIC insurance payout over 30 years. I don't know if that's true. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe that's just up to the government discretion.
And who knows what happens in Canada?
Oh God!
Yeah, Canada is a whole.
Beam me up.
Yeah.
There's insurance on bank accounts up to, you know, some measly number like $100,000. We don't have the same kind of banks that you guys do. That, like, there's not that many banks in Canada, and Canadian banks are traditionally less risky than U.S. banks in terms of their investments and such. So we didn't have the big bank collapse like we saw during various financial crises in the U.S.
Yeah, it was pretty horrific here. Pretty horrific. What else do we have here? So vets. What is that?
It's another
bomb
diggity hat. Like, look at the detail up in here. I mean,
Nice. What about under the brim? Is there stuff on there? Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the key with these, right? Look at that. Freaking hex stitching, freaking badass freaking hat for sure. My
that's one of my favorites, the white one.
Yeah, that's only your favorite because you know I don't have one.
Come on, man. You know. Yeah.
What else is happening with the foundation, buddy? So it's supporting the VETS token, yeah?
Yes, it will. It'll breathe some new life into the VETS token. So for those that have been big supporters, Mr. Magruder, etc., thank you. For those that have believed in the thing and that it's not a dead horse. Some have actually bought VETS and then paired it, made a pool out of it over on that beautiful 2FUCks and FUCks over there. There's also, if you went to 2FUCks and pulled that website up that the Fast Abdul is a founder of, I wonder what's on page 1. of that 2 fucks. There might be an agreeable index on there.
Let me take a look here.
I could have got knocked down. I'm just taking a wild card chance because I haven't looked in a while. So I may have, we at the agreeable index may have gotten knocked down, but it usually holds pretty good APR. You know, it hasn't. It's been pretty consistent on page 1. Here and there.
It is on page 1. I'm seeing some pretty decent numbers. We got 170% APR.
Oh.
2 fucks just had an upgrade so that the
oh my god,
are coming in nicely. All right,
whoa,
so we had an issue with that.
Oh my god.
We were pulling from the Fucks Exchange and they didn't have them updated, so now we're pulling from Piteous and they do. So there's still some that are missing. If they're not on Piteous, they're not going to be there. But most of the good ones are on here, so that's cool.
That's awesome.
We're
you made
seeing
my
some
day.
decent APRs on Vets and Nope, Yep, etc.
Yeah, I got Scuba Steve. Yep. Got some 2 fucks token in there.
Yep.
Yeah. So you direct your votes, you know, it helps, you know. So it's all about the votes. Buy that 2 fucks, lock it up, and do
83% on stable coins. You could do worse than that.
83% on stable coins.
83% on stable coins. Highest on PulseChain that I know of. We got
I
no
think that
impermanent
could
loss
be the
farming
highest
on the print token.
on the internet. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. And I'm with Brightlight, like, right? Yeah, like our logo is like, dude, it's been like since the inception. How long has 2 fucks been up now? A year?
Well, a year after the Fucks Exchange. So we're coming on like what, a year and a half or something like that. Time flies.
Yeah, Jesus, it does, man. It does. Yeah, so the gentleman in the chat here, Brightlight, is a great founder, great human being. His token is Yep. You know, a lot of great memeable stuff with the Yep token.
Yep.
Scuba Steve out there, you know, with his representation, and then good old Nope for no permissions as well. So,
and Brightlight is Red Ray on
57, Red Ray 57, yeah.
Red Ray 57 on.
We could
Twitter.
throw his YouTube channel link out there to the people. He's a good one to tune into in the evenings after work, you know. He likes to pull up charts and do some of that technical analysis.
I've been on that stream with him a couple of times. It's a fun little stream.
Yeah. He's redid his studio. Looks great. You know, it's all about repetition. I had to blow the dust off the microphone and the camera. You know, it's been a hot minute. You know, I don't know what you're doing and give me an invite to come on the show. But I appreciate it. I was able to push some buttons and see if the stuff still works. So,
well, I've seen you making some posts and doing some announcements in some groups that we're in, right? So I thought that there might be a little bit of action in the bets world. So I figured let's have some bets. You're my buddy, right? Everybody knows that. We've been riding together. We've been Panama, Pacific Northwest, Vegas. We've been all over together. So
yeah, we got another trip coming up Labor Day weekend. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. Are you going to Burning Man this year?
No, because I'm going to be out with you in the side by side.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. We'll be doing the thing.
All right.
You know, with the picture when he puts that photo, see his haircut there? Like he could be a jarhead. You know, it's like kind of a high and tight. It's not high. It's kind of a medium reg is what we call that. You know, medium regulation where the hairline comes down a little bit. High and tight would be more up in the crown and just a buzz cut, you know, type thing. But you're muted again.
I cut it pretty short for jiu-jitsu usually. It doesn't really help to have longer hair. The handlebar mustache had to go too.
So, do you think you could compete with Slime Whale in the jiu-jitsu?
Well, supposedly from the from what was said online, he's a black belt. He's a lot bigger than me. I only weigh 140 pounds. But you know, I probably could give him a run for his money. It wouldn't be one-sided.
Are you purple or black as well, or where?
Purple.
Yeah. So how much
So,
longer?
but I'm a competition purple belt. Like I've done,
Okay.
you know, hundreds of matches. Most guys don't do that. There is a bit of a difference between the guys who compete and the guys who don't. There's a different, you know, some guys have a different gear, and you can tell right away. But like anybody who's a black belt, whether they compete or not, like you know, they're killers, right? Like not to be trifled with. So I'm sure he's got game. I don't diss him on that because it takes a long time. And the gym he was training with, I think it was a 10th Planet gym. Like it's like, yeah, they're for real. Like it's not a joke gym. It's not a Mick dojo. So yeah,
Right
I
on.
imagine the guy's got skills. I may be 10 or 20 years older than him as well.
There's that too.
Yeah. The 140-pound thing is funny every time you bring it up, buddy.
I'm only
Right?
5'6", man. Like, you know, how heavy do you expect me to be?
Yeah,
More than 140.
he keeps trying to say he's like RG3 size. He is not.
That's right.
Yeah, but he is
You're a full size human. I mean,
he's a solid 6 feet.
Nobody's going to show up. All the guys who are trying to beat me up online, they're not going to show up if you keep spreading these rumors that I'm, actually
I think it gets mixed
6'1"
up
and
with
220 pounds.
the metric conversion to feet is what I think. So it's like maybe not quite 140 kilos, but you're 100 kilos.
I'm a Canadian 5'6". Yeah, it all makes sense.
Canadian 5'6".
Yeah.
the math from the Canadians. Yep.
140 kilos, Frank White.
140 kilos is like 300 odd pounds.
Yeah. Not quite, but
Hey, are you guys doing any giving out any mod rolls on your YouTube or?
I am always on the control panel of the StreamYard, so I'm never in the chat for giving people wrenches.
Well, you know, you go to youtube.com to your channel on a separate tab. And
Yeah, I've never done, but I would love for people. Fortunately, this is gonna just because you brought it up. We've not really had any freaking flack in here. You know, there's maybe one off-color.
you know, you start bringing in, you know, controversial people.
Yeah, people are gonna all of a sudden get racist in our chat just because you said something. But yeah, I'm usually not over in that tab.
Why is that ink token green, man? What the fuck? What? Discriminating against the other colors?
Yeah,
Where's the
We
rainbow?
can hand
ink?
out a couple wrenches triple dad. It wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
All right, you know
I'll
what?
take one.
Maybe you guys chat, and maybe I will try to do that right now.
Sure, that sounds great. Sounds great.
So Beth, what's the timeline on your hero project? Do we know when it's coming out?
Oh man, you know, it can launch at any time. It's more just well, I'm putting the finishing touches on the website, getting the WooCommerce on the WordPress module set up for the fiat donations, setting up the Stripe account to link that. Because this is all above board. And again, Vets and Crypto Foundation is a 501c3. I do actually have a bank account with the EIN, and it's all legit. And so that needs to be connected to the Stripe. So when people click on the donate button to do a credit card, that will go into that account. So unfortunately, you try to make everything as decentralized as much as possible, but at some point there's got to be a person either writing a check to XYZ charity, or somebody's got to facilitate the real world fiat, unfortunately. But it's as transparent as it can be, and out there. But you'll be able to have
for now anyway, like in the future, like maybe there will be an option to do charity things directly with crypto in a more transparent way, like as soon as you can pay for anything, right?
Yeah, and I think that's coming sooner than later with the current administration and the current clarity. The two or three bills that came out, right? What are those?
The Genius Act and the Big Beautiful Bill.
Big Beautiful Bill, and then there's a second crypto one.
The Genius Act.
Genius Act. And there's a stablecoin one too.
That's the Genius one.
Okay.
I think
there was two. God damn it. Anyways, maybe chat can chime in with the two. Besides the Big Beautiful Bill and the Genius Act. But anywho, but yes, more charities are going to start accepting crypto. So that'll be nice to be able to just, people go, they vote, the charity has some money in it, and it goes to XYZ. Now, the overall goal is for it to go to the Clarity. Okay, I was right. Clarity and Genius Act. Yeah. People will go make a vote, but I don't, like all the wounded warriors, and while I'm a big fan of Tunnel to Towers, they got the money, right? But there are a lot of smaller niche organizations, whether it's for police canine dogs, a smaller department that can't afford to purchase a canine. I'm in touch with a lot of kennels that can promote. We can do like a grant and raise like $5,000 and get a dog on order for XYZ small department, and then they can go get it trained, etc. So not for like the LAPD or NYPD who have deep pockets. It's for that small town sheriff that that doesn't have the budget, but they could really use a dog or something like that nature. So things evolve as you start going down the road and building, as fast. You find a niche, you kind of start going down that rabbit hole. Like it took me a while just to brand to vets or vets in crypto. I didn't know. I didn't want to be like everybody else, doing charts and influencing the next thing or this and that. So I just sat quiet for like the first 3 years, trying to find what was missing, and knowing that there was a lot of veterans and first responders and crypto in general, but none of them really highlight themselves or give themselves a pat on the back or talk about it. But they are a huge part of our community.
When you say first responders, you don't mean like the first guy on a pump.tires token, right? Not those type of first responders.
Absolutely not. Okay. We're talking firefighters. We're talking police, military, dispatchers, nurses, doctors. Those type of first responders that respond to the call when everyone else is running the opposite way. These people are going towards danger and the gunshots to eliminate a threat or to render aid to said people.
Now we got it clear.
That was perfect. That was right on cue, bro. Set me up for that. Hey, can you hit me one time with a konnichiwa? Come on.
You're a first-time guest, so you deserve a konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa!
Oh, yeah.
I bet you Fast could be looking like the karate, like the Asian dude, I'll snap you. Claude, Van Damme. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, TT.
In celebration of the green candles, I'm going to do this one too.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
All right.
What? Come on, man. See bobbing your heads. Yo, TT.
Nice green candles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, very good, buddy. Anything else that you want to kind of go
You know,
over?
it's funny. Like when we were on a panel, all three of us were on a panel down in Panama, and you know, like we kept feeding off each other, reminding each other of the different protocols we got going, or this or that, or this pool, that pool. I'm gonna need to start making a list of different things, especially fast. Like I don't know how the hell you keep your shit straight.
I got more coming. It's gonna get more complicated.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So
It's
I'm
all good
bullish.
stuff.
Everything's looking great. You know, the line, the stars, the moon, everything's starting to align. You know, a bridge on-chain volume is increasing. We're seeing the Richard Hart, you know, coming. We just need to clear up the gosh dang poll, the interpol thing,
Yeah.
and hopefully we soon will. You know, now we can see those beautiful eyes. Woo!
Maybe
Hey.
since that thing looks like an orangutan, maybe that's a red notice.
Ooh.
Could be.
Getting that red
Yeah,
notice off
monkey on
my
the back,
back, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it, boys and girls, peoples. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he's
Like
dealing with.
he has like those $1 million lawyers. Like he may well be having them work on that right now, right? Like he could be on the edge of resolving the red notice, and we wouldn't know, right? So
Right. Yeah.
I think you know, once that happens, he'll probably start streaming again, which is going to be huge. Because think of what like a couple little tweets did to the price.
Yeah.
And then like turn that into like daily 4-hour live streams, and it would be huge.
There's no way in hell that you have a legal team that helps you beat the SEC case, and then you're done with that, and you say, "Okay, guys, I'm good," right? That you say, "Okay, now work on this." 100% that's happening. 100% that's happening.
Yep. Yeah, it's bullish in all directions. It's looking great. You guys are doing great. Thanks for holding the torch. You know, and when you guys need a break or something, you know, like don't get burned out, right? Because that's a thing. You know, just be aware and don't get burned out, right?
Yeah, that is a thing, buddy. We've seen the 24/7 cycle of crypto take its toll on people within this community, big time. Yeah. They're especially
Some
people like
break,
me.
and
I
that's
have
normal.
an addictive personality, right? So that's just built into my brain. The thought in your head, in the back of your head, that says, if I go to sleep, I might miss something, right? Or so there's all kinds of stuff like that people suffer from in this community. 100%.
Yeah.
Tam, now that you're in here, let me see. I'm going to make you a mod for sure. Let's see.
Yeah, it'll be good because when them people are just popping in and out, you know, like there's so much shit to watch. Like you're on Twitter, you're X, looking at that chat. There's just so much. You're loading stuff, you know, blah blah blah. There's just always.
Oh yeah, always something
slides somewhere, you know. And now that you guys are going big time and mainstream, you know, what are you guys up to? Like 50,000 viewers, subscribers so far?
Yeah, I think the subscribers aren't quite there, but there's probably at least 50,000 people watching right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
That makes sense to me.
as much as CNN.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah,
to say even more.
at least a CNN show, like one of those people in there. What do we got here?
Yeah.
You got. I want to highlight. There's a $5 super chat from Frank White
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
saying that the stream is approved by PLS Start, which is a index site that shows you all the stuff that's happening on PulseChain. It's got like categories, like here's the dexes, here's the bridges, right? On ramps, off ramps, lending, leverage, all the hex stuff, right? Which there's tons. Other things, right? Like different groups. So it's just a handy collection of links for whatever you need to do on PulseChain. Like, okay, you want yield farming? Here's your yield farming options, right? You want community chats, just places to hang out on Telegram? Here they are. They're all listed here, right? So, all your wallets that work, there's just a good batch of links that may save you from clicking on a negative thing. Because we all know clicking unknown links is sketchy. So this is my list of known links. Oh, I want a block explorer. Okay, here they are. There's 6. All right. So
You know
something to
what,
remember.
Frank White? I got to say he's badass for putting that list together, because we've had other people put lists together before, but they were done in a biased fashion, right? Frank White has worked on products that and actually has listed competitors to those products on this list, and that sometimes in the past what was not the case. So I would love to see Richard Hart link to this list.
Yeah, and I think that's what he should do is just put this link right on pulsechain.com. He doesn't have to endorse anything on this page, just a link to here's stuff that's going on PulseChain, right? And then, Frank can handle the details as far as what goes out there. It doesn't mean Richard's endorsed it because it's on this page. It's just Richard's showing you a collection of links, right? And he can even have a disclaimer if he wants, but I think it's worthwhile.
So I think you're able to put links in chat now. That's
Yeah, let's see.
you
It
are.
works. Yep,
Yeah.
that works.
So there's a couple of people I gave the big hammer to. You and Fast are one of them. So that's awesome. You guys could do anything you want to. You have full powers.
Full enough.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, it's good enough to help you out, help a brother out. Man, I wanted to play that, that video that shows the side by side, and then you're in it when we're out in the sand lake and stuff.
Oh, I don't know if I have that handy.
I don't know that you have it loaded. It would take me a minute to.
If you're wondering what Vets is talking about, if you have it on a Twitter feed, buddy, pull it from the Twitter feed, and then share the screen, and the sound will come through. Vets and I drive off-road buggies in the dirt, the sand, the desert, and we're going to do another trip here shortly.
Yeah, that is the way. That is the way.
I actually have the flag from my golf hole, and I'm gonna roll it on my side by side as we go.
Oh, I was gonna say where's mine been? But yeah, I think it's still in your trailer.
Oh, I still have it, huh?
Yeah.
Then I will bring that stuff with me.
Yeah, you can. I'll have.
Will you have enough room for us to do a handover of tents and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Are you rolling with the machine on top of your truck, or are you bringing a trailer?
It's going to be brought. I guess we don't need to go into descriptions of what the trailer color is or anything of that nature.
I didn't even ask that, but I'm
you know what?
It's white.
You know what? This goddamn side by side so much out there, you're gonna see the fucking thing anyways.
Yeah.
So Anyways, I have a Marlin rack. I love just for space, and you know the rack's in the back of the bed. You're able to just drive right on up. It sits over the cab, and it makes it just super easy. I sent you a Telegram DM. There's actually a Hero music video that's out there. I need to upload that eventually to the X profile. Shit.
Fast and Duel's got flippy flops on a boat. I'm on a boat, y'all.
Oh hell yeah, that's what that's about.
Adjacent.
Can you find it, Vets?
Check your DM. I didn't find the one. I know when I play my stream, it's on there. But I sent you. If you got the Hero music video, if you could check that out. AJ helped me with that. He made a whole. We got verses in there, and he put a pretty good video together. We actually used some of the images from this music video from when I made a dedication video for my dad when he passed away. We gave him salutes as he was wheeled out of the house. We did hospice at the house, which was it was we did all all the way, and it was just we were able to send him off in our own way and not with a bunch of strangers or anything of that nature. So that was good in that regard. But
that's rough, buddy, and it gets you when you watch it, right? I was involved with that with my grandpa. I was very, very close with my grandpa, and he served in World War II, Vietnam, and Korea, right? And having the gun salute and all of the flags and stuff.
Taps, Taps is a beautiful, beautiful song played out.
Not many dry eyes, but
yeah, for sure.
I got the Heroes thing uploaded and see how long it takes.
Yeah, gotcha. +2, I got it to, let's see. So things are coming together, just not in a rush. Really want.
And by the way, not to shill BTT again.
But why not?
all of the events that Vets is talking about, where his pop passed away, his uncle passed away, happened in the middle of his development, and he kind of had to put a pause on things while that was taking place, and that was not an issue for the guys, right? They completely understood and freaking. And then when you were freaking back in the headspace of crypto, you said, let's roll, right?
No, I'm glad you brought that up. Great point. I literally lost two father figures back to back in my life, and a true story. Legit in the middle of production and idea flowing and going back and forth, and they were totally cool. Even Spy Wolf, who I used for the audit, side of it, just everyone was super cool, and just we can come back to this, when you're ready. And we did, and we had and have, and so.
All right, I got your video now, buddy.
To those guys, for sure.
Let's use that as a segue to this video. Then we'll do some closing comments and roll out.
From the battlefield to the blockchain, hear the call, hear the sound. Heroes standing tall, champions all around. A mission carved in code on PulseChain's sacred ground. Uplifting vets and first responders, tokens value coming unbound, bound. Give it up, shout out to that. It's freedom or bust. With every strength and step, the legacy and just we trust. Raise a flag for heroes, marching through and through. Veterans and heroes, all PulseChain's finest crew. On every mission the LP grows, we rise, earning gains on through the night. A token built to honor the brave, a token built for the fight. Alien tech inspired, now we're taking flight. Give it up, it's freedom robust. With every strength and step, the legacy and just we trust. Raise the flag for heroes, marching through and through.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. There was no side-by-sides in that video, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I'll get to that next revision. We're gonna have to change it for bass and sonic accordingly as well. But yeah, man. So
I see memes coming with well-endowed females because there's the dollar sign in front of it, and just like Teve, the dollar sign is an S. So I think people are going to say this is a Shiro, and you might get some kind of like armied out freaking Shiros in your meme comments. I think that'll be good.
yeah, like anything, good publicity, bad publicity. You got to have thick skin in this arena, that's for sure. And roll with it and make the most of it. Don't take it home with you. Like at the end of the day, you turn things off and you go live your life. So people like to waste time. You just running their mouths because it makes people feel good periodically. So just let it flow like water.
Yep.
And move on with your day. So
if you got a better idea, go build it.
Yeah. I mean, how many of you out there have, just put yourself out there and tried doing something, and, not everything is most know and need to be realistic. People bust my balls about the King token, and because, we pulled liquidity and then we reestablished it because the ratio was messed up on the first version, but we set it up on V2 and we had a bunch of snipers out there, on the first version when all that happened, and it was unrealistic numbers. And we did the thing, but then we even set up a refund. We set up a service call, Telegram group, and people submitted their information. And then John Boy spent $20,000 of his own money in PLS reimbursing said people. I know I called in other people to come into the war room and help us try to figure out how to extract that information from the frickin' blockchain and everything. We had a guy, Eric, offered us, one of his guys, a friend of his from the NSA, to help us go back and try to automate the thing. But in the end, like some suggestions were made. You just had to grind through and just do it one by one, and it was arduous and all that. But to all those people like Johnny Rocket that want to keep talking shit, you got a refund, man. I don't know why you feel like
First time I've actually seen like a legit crypto refund. Like, oh, sorry, we did something wrong. Here's your refund, and you may choose to participate with the new thing that's been fixed. Like, you really don't see that in crypto very often. There's no warranty. You guys didn't have to do that. So, that spoke of character to me.
Yeah, 100%. There was one other refund that may have been a PulseChain casino that was supposed to open, and maybe there was a benevolent wallet that sent everybody back their original tokens plus their Pulse copies.
Recall that, yeah.
They may or may not have happened. But very cool.
Bonus points for not stealing the money. People don't recognize that as much.
It's crazy when we're involved in something and you get brownie points for not stealing. Good job. Right? It's freaking so funny.
But like, how much money ran through those sack pools that the Magic Carpet Ride guys held, right? How many millions?
Like 28 something $million, I think. So it's pretty beefy.
That's what solidified it for me with you, to be like, you know what? I think I just reached out to you out of the blue. I think you made a comment. You saw my side-by-side out on X. We made a couple playful banter comments. And then next thing you know, I'm like, I DM you directly. And I'm like, hey, man, let's meet up and do the thing. You like to ride. I like to ride.
Yep.
And we ended up sharing an Airbnb and doing the thing, and no better way to get to know people. You know, that's why I'm just such a proponent and advocate of in real life meetups. They go a long way. So
Side by sides on a beach with some fish and chips and clam chowder. How can you beat that, bro? That's a win all day long. These MBS guys that I keep leaving this up.
Yeah.
These guys are badass, right? MBS, you guys are awesome. Your weekly thread is gaining in popularity every week, and I appreciate you guys big time. There's no better way to start a PulseChain week if you're new to this ecosystem, to go look at the MBS freaking thread this week. And if you're new and you want to get some history, go look at MBS's thread from the week prior and the week prior and the week prior. It gets you up to speed on everything that's coming out, everybody that's streaming.
To that being said, you know, now this time around, I have joined at least 2 or 3 private paid groups. And the reason for me, you know, I got a whole life dealing with entrepreneur, business, etc. Back in the day, I was wasting so much time trying to surf X and trying to find things here and there, get gleam a nugget off of a 3-hour stream. You know, like, I ain't got time for that, you know?
No.
And to that point, besides doing the private paid stuff or whatever, that you do whatever you want, but MVS now, for not, you know, it's public, it's free, is like summing up the whole week. It's so nice and easy. It's beautiful. And
you have inspired a new button. I might create a new button. Ain't nobody got time for that. I think I might. I think I might create a new button.
That's just like the DAT farms, right, dude? One of my favorite homie don't play that. Bam! Yeah. I don't think so. Homie don't play that. You know, like, dude, one of the funniest. Oh my god. I love that. So while we're saying
you
that,
been born in the 70s to understand that one. So I think we missed some of the people watching, but
yeah. So, and that brings me up, you know, needless to say, to bring up, we got Emmett out there. There's a new pair of Emmett and Dat. They've both reciprocated on both ends of the Dat farm. You can find it respectively. And on the Emit farm, if I'm speaking incorrectly, please correct me. But
yeah, you got it.
Very good.
Yeah, there's Emit to Dat and Dat to Emit on both the Emit farms and on the homie farms, accessible via Hocus Pocus finance. Lots of farms there. So
if you haven't used Hocus Pocus, if you're not a fan of Hocus Pocus, you haven't used it yet. Those guys they're badass.
It just works. It's beautiful. Sweet. Nick is a great person, founder. Security is top notch. You know, fast from working with them on quite a bit.
Yep. I'm building something with those guys right now that's getting audited, and it's a fairly big audit because it's a big contract. But like, they audit everything. Like, they're pretty audit crazy actually. So I really trust their stuff, and I trust that team.
Yeah. Badasses. All right, well, let's wrap this up. You guys were at an hour and a half. I don't want to take up all your guys' Wednesday. I know Fast probably has 5 other streams today. So what are you doing? What are you doing today, Fast? Where can people find you in the future?
Well, today I don't think I have any other scheduled streams, though they pop up from time to time. Maybe something with Crypto 7. I've been chatting with him. You never know. We'll be you'll be hearing from me this week, one way or another.
All right. How about you, Vets? What are you up to for the rest of the week?
You know, just working on taking over the world, my friend. You know, just one thing at a time. That's all you can do. I'm gonna post in here. I actually set up as well. Another thing to forget. Set up the Vets and Crypto group. If you're just a supporter of first responders and veterans, you know, pop on in. You know, post a lot of articles and information for veterans in there and first responders. So please.
And you don't need to be a first respondent or a veteran. You can just support those people, right? To
exactly.
be a member in there.
Yeah. It's open. Anybody can join. I do my best at kicking out bots because that's a daily grind. But there's some good automated bots of my own fighting the fight in there. So yeah, it's coming along. There's about 227 members in there right now. So anybody, always appreciate some commentary and whatnot. The last thing is on the Vets in Crypto, the V.I.C non-for-profit site. I set up a community in there, which is again, take a wild guess what it's geared around, but that's a good one for just general information, fun, what have you. If you on X, go to V.I.C nonprofit, check that out over there. And then we also have the Hero 501c3 X profile. So man, like on my damn phone, I'm like running five different profiles of freaking X things, like, ugh. That's
rough. For me, I believe the only other stream I'm scheduled to do this week is the cigar stream tomorrow. And I believe it's going to be RG3, Crispy, and I think KG's coming on. Brother KG's coming on stream with us, smoke some cigars. And it's Monte Cristo night. So some halfway decent cigars for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
And yeah, we'll end it on a great note. Thank you for having me. Appreciate both of you guys. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate you too, buddy, and the work you do with veterans and stuff like that. It's pretty badass, bud.
It's a group effort. It's a community. Love you guys.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And today, instead of usually we do the stake money, but we're going to switch it up today. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday with KRJ. And peace out.
Young folks, you tripping on them motherfucker.
Richard Heart. Richard Heart.
Bought my hex from the fucking start. .1 every day we mark. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Checking my MetaMask moving. Look at the hex, he is mooning. Looking at wives they be choosing. Peter is why they be losing. PulseChain's out, now get me a check. He's gas up and it got me a mess. Remember the times he died collect. Hex I been eating, I'm dying in the best. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this PulseChain lingo. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this PulseChain lingo. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my